Hail, one of many. Eons ago, my kind walked the molten surface of this world.
Okay, that's gotta be the most exciting part so far.
To forge weapons,
but this is very...
Wraeclast has ever seen.
This part, the passive skill tree for crafting, sure, why not? This is the most fun part. These the power of the Crucible. Crucible forges are scattered for Wraeclast. When you find one, in every zone probably. Select your weapon, one of your weapons, and you channel the power of the ancients to spawn an encounter. The longer you channel for, the more molten monsters merge together to form fearsome foes. You're in control of the difficulty and rewards. Okay, well, this sounds cool as fluff. It sounds garbage for gameplay. Like, why can't I just select the difficulty? Why do I have to sit in an animation to channel my difficulty? I understand that they need to slow down gameplay and zoomy blast, but like, I've always hated this in games. I've always hated this forced standstill thing that they're doing. But that's just me, okay? But hey, if I gotta say something, I think they look cooler than the Diablo 4 skellies. A bit. Forge your own path. In the iconically Path of Exile way, your weapons can now be imbued with powerful passive skill trees of their own. Oh yay. Encounters at Crucible forges grant you experience that lets you uncover the tree of a weapon and progress through the skills. You can only allocate one skill for each tier, so choose your path through it carefully. If you're lucky, you'll find certain skills that, when allocated, are worth valuable currency or unique items when sold to a vendor. That sounds so lame. And so instead of giving me my loot, you're making me gamble selling the item, so you don't really want to put it on a good item then? Free divines are not lame. It is lame if you want to use it on your build. Suddenly, like, you're like, oh, it's so cool. This weapon is like great for my build. Oh, it's also worth a divine if I vendor it. Yeah, like, this is literally Incubator all over again. You can put good passive on offhands and recombine. All I'm hearing is extra steps just to get the shinies that you usually get when you do a league mechanic. I don't know. Seems unnecessary, seems extra to me. Yeah, dog, I heard you like RNG on your weapons, so we put RNG inside your weapons, and now you can combine RNG, so you can RNG while you RNG and RNG. Oh, Don. Please. I want more RNG. Crucible's endgame takes place in the Forge of the Titans. So you go in a dangerous area, harboring an ancient power, the ability to melt. Let me zoom in actually so you guys can see it better. Merging its Crucible passive tree with that of another weapon, it produces unpredictable results, incorporating elements of each tree as well as random upgrades, downgrades, and changes. Ah, yes! So basically you control fuck all of it. Yeah. You go and you click a button and you see what happens, and it's either shiny or it's poops, and you go like, yay! Or aw! So basically the Vaal system in the temple right now. For careful use of the forge. What does the word careful have to do with it produces unpredictable results? Random upgrade, downgrade, and change. Careful use of the forge. What careful use? Yeah, okay. It's possible to craft powerful skills on your weapons. It sounds good, okay? It just sounds good. Forge of the Titan. You combine the passive skill tree of 2 non-unique items and destroying the top item in the process. Oof. Titanian Core Primeval Remnant. Contains a forge that can combine Crucible passive skill trees. Contains an extra forge that can add a passive skill tree to a unique item. But the unique item you can't combine in the forge. Interesting. It's basically a lot of fluffy grind, which is fine. Like, the thing that bothers me is the fact that you can have stuff that you vendor off your weapon, right? It's like, why? You're asking me to craft stuff so that I have the option to improve my weapon, to have like a cool skill tree and to further advance my power, right? And then you're telling me to take my weapon and go vendor it. And you're like, oh, just don't pick that option, Paws. So now you're telling me that now I saw that I had the option for 10 divines and I didn't pick it because it's the weapon that I fucking need for my build. So I just lost 10 divines, so I can feel shitty about it. I'm like, bruh. That's the part that I dislike. I dislike the fact that they put that on the tree. Like, if you want people to feel good that they get stuff, just don't. Oh, journey through Atlas Gateways. Another one of the endgame improvements, it introduces Atlas Gateways, nodes on the passive tree that allow for instant travel between 2 locations. There are 3 pairs of gateways allowing travel from the left side of the skill tree to the right side and vice versa. Each of them consumes an Atlas skill point to use, but you can engage with all the content that you want to play regardless of which side of the tree is on. Honestly, this part, to a varying degree, it's kind of cool. But yeah, when it comes to the gateway, I feel like it might open up some build variations that kind of went missing after they added Ascendancy. So I'm fine with that. Survive the breach. We're overhauling breach in many ways. Regular breach stones are now much higher level. They replace charge, pure, and enriched entirely. Okay. Flawless breach stones can be upgraded too with blessings, or earned from an Atlas tree passive. Breach monster pacing and density is improved, so the pressure and rewards are consistent. We tweaked Breach Scarabs, the Betrayal Research Safe House, Breach Stones from Kyrak mission, the Breach Harvest crafting option, and Fragment Stash Tap Divination card, Breach Unique Items, Atlas, and more. So basically they streamlined it instead of having multiple variants. Stare into the abyss. Abyssal depths now contain an abyssal... always contain an abyssal lich. Excuse me? Interesting that they have an abyssal lich, though. You're always guaranteed to get a 4-hole abyss alongside your abyssal depths rather than just a single hole. Giggity. More holes, boys! We've also updated Atlas passives, the encounter rates, uniques, and scarabs. Yeah, I figured, because you wouldn't let it be that often to compensate. Yeah, they're going to be less to compensate the fact that they always have an abyssal lich. Which is fine, because it's very bloated. And you would have so many maps where you had so many leagues in it that you would be like, I just want to blast the map, but I have to stop every 10 fucking seconds to do something. Like, someone wants my attention. Oh, there's an abyssal taking me there. Oh, there's a breach as well. Oh, there's a thing. I'm like, can I just do my map? So I think it's fine. It's an okay change to have that, in my opinion. Master an evolved meta. New ways to build characters and improve your favorite ones. We revamped half of the masteries on the passive skill tree with new build improving stats to pick from. We bolstered the tree itself and new clusters for link skills, stun mitigation, and marks, and have added a few new masteries. We've overhauled the Saboteur again, and Pathfinder again, Ascendancy classes again! In addition to traps and mines, the Saboteur now specializes in triggered skills and cooldown recovery. Oh yay, including the ability to slow down the cooldowns of enemy skills. Oh yay. The Pathfinder has the ability to turn many of its skills in concoction-like abilities that consume its flash charges for additional effects. It's like, why reduce cooldown when you can one-shot them? It's my take. Path of Exile introduces 9 new Vaal skills, wasn't it? 6? No, it's barely 9, which augment a wide variety. We've added Vaal Absolution, Vaal Arctic Armor, Vaal Lightning Arrow, Vaal Reap, Vaal Animate Weapon, Vaal Domination, Ice Shot, Vaal Rejuvenation Totem? Wait, what? Ah? And Vaal Firestorm. Absolution, Vaal Absolution. Vaal Arctic Armor encases you in ice, protecting you for a duration until you take damage from a number of hits. It grants you a buff once the cast time finished. You can't move or perform non-instant action while in ice. You take 90% less damage from hits and you count as frozen. Can you move with the unique that says you can move while frozen? Vaal Firestorm. It calls down a host of massive meteors that spiral inwards towards the target. Vaal Ice Shot. An icy arrow creates multiple mirages of your character that also fire at the same target. The mirage persists for a few seconds, firing again whenever you use Ice Shot. God dang, that actually sounds pretty cool. Animate. Wait, what? Vaal Animate Weapon. Okay. It animates multiple weapons or blades at once and transforms them in attack-focused unique weapons. They have a separate weapon limit, but a shorter duration than regular one. How do you click to animate them, I wonder? Discover new uniques. The Tainted Pact. Fizz damage, leeched his life. Leeched his mana. Taking chaos damage heals you while leeching life. I mean, sure. Blood price, reduce max life, you regen a ton. And you reserve 8% of nearby enemy monster life. Okay. And Widow Hail, the one that's shown here, looks interesting. 183% increased bonuses gained from equipped quiver. This is one of those that they really want you to use with the passive tree, I think. Become a champion. It starts with a competitive boss skill event. The first player to kill the Uber Searing Exarch, an Uber Eater of Worlds in a ruthless hardcore solo self-found. We'll get to work with our design team to add a new unique item. They also receive a transferable Ultra VIP ticket. You're no longer just normal VIP, you're Ultra VIP. To ExileCon. Second and third place receive a transferable normal VIP ticket. If you'd like to enter, create a character in a Ruthless Hardcore Solo Self-Found on launch day. Become a champion. Challenge yourself in Ruthless. Alright, so Ruthless and PoE's game mode. Is PoE's game mode designed around extreme item scarcity? It's challenging because you're constantly behind the item power curve. We made some improvements to Ruthless. First, Eternal Orbs are back. They're powerful items, allow you to re-imprint and restore your item. We disabled these game-wide 7 years ago. I remember. Ruthless doesn't have the base game's crafting feature set, so we're enabling Eternal Orbs to drop in Ruthless. Extremely rarely. Ruthless... I wonder, like, is Ruthless, does it merge into Standard? Ruthless is starving someone so much they're happy to eat uncooked pasta. For someone that doesn't play PoE, Ruthless sounds cool. Ruthless has its own set of challenges to complete. Like the ones in early Path of Exile, there are a total of 8 and they're very difficult. Oh nice! So now you get challenges to complete on top of the challenges in the normal game. I see. Ruthless goes to Ruthless Standard. Wait, there's Ruthless Standard now? I mean, the fact that there's no movement skill in Ruthless lost me already. The ExileCon, July. The event is fully streamed online. Yeah, whatever.
An example I wanted to describe today is that of mannequins. These are hideout decorations that you can place to show off sets of microtransactions you have assembled. You can equip them with your spare micros and pose them in various ways. It's also possible to swap your entire outfit with a mannequin's one, which lets you easily store micro sets to be
Oh,
retrieved
that's
later.
cool. Not gonna lie, that's actually cool. See, chat, I'm not negative.
Other new microtransactions coming up include wrapping
And that's
paper,
a
which lets you
cool,
get
fluff way of making presets be a thing, okay? That's pretty cool.
wrap items to hand to it.
Dude, that's a cool bear.
The Path of Exile pet parrots your exile. We'll just let it speak for itself.
It would be wrong to do that here.
Wrong.
I need more mana.
Drinking from the bottled storm jade
Parrot, and I don't even play this game anymore. That parrot is good, man. I had to buy it. Yeah.
The Enchanter's crafting bench replaces the normal crafting bench in your hideout with a suite of tools fit for a master artisan. The various crafting stations burst into life as you use them. If you've ever wanted
That's
to
cool.
remind your character who's really in charge, the Puppeteer's back attachment has you covered. It truly
What the
is the
fuck
sinister
is
presence
that?
pulling the strings. These new packs are available right now at pathofexile.com/purchase.
Okay, like the string thing is kind of cool, but it's gonna be distracting with actual mapping. The bench, honestly, I think the parrot and the bench are the coolest thing about this patch. Is that wrong to say? That's what I like the most out of the entire reveal is just MTX.